It was a chilly evening, and the dim glow of our living room lamp cast long shadows on the walls. I sat on the couch, scrolling through my phone mindlessly, while my husband sat across the room, his face illuminated by his screen. The faint clicking of his fingers on the keyboard was oddly loud in the silence. I wasn't paying attention until I noticed how his lips curled slightly, as if he were amused or pleased with something. My heart sank, a familiar knot tightening in my chest. He wasn't just scrolling, he was typing. It wasn't the act of him using his phone. That bothered me. It was the weight of what that had meant before. My husband had a past riddled with late-night messages, inappropriate words exchanged with women I didn't know, and that constant ache of betrayal. But we had worked on it. At least that's what I told myself. He had promised to change, and I wanted to believe him. For months. He had been good, or so it seemed. He hadn't hidden his phone, hadn't turned away when a notification came through. I thought we were rebuilding. That trust was slowly returning brick by brick. Then, just a few days ago, he mentioned her. Just someone from Discord, he said casually, as if it were nothing. We just chat sometimes. Nothing serious. She's a gamer like me. I nodded, forcing a smile. But inside, alarm bells were ringing. I didn't say anything then, not wanting to appear unreasonable or paranoid, but every part of me was screaming, not again. That night, curiosity got the better of me. I peeked over his shoulder as he typed, pretending to grab a glass of water. The conversation seemed innocent enough. Polite exchanges. Casual small talk. Hey, how are you? What's up? No red flags, no overt flirtation. But it wasn't what he was saying. That bothered me. It was why he was saying it. I couldn't help but wonder, was this how it started before? A simple message here, a little attention there? My mind raced back to the countless nights I spent awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering who he was texting, and what secrets those messages held. The lies, the deceit, the humiliation of finding out, it all came flooding back. The next morning, I confronted him, my voice trembling but firm. Why do you need to talk to her? I asked. His brow furrowed, and he looked genuinely confused. She's just a friend, he said, his tone defensive. You're overthinking this. But was I? Or was I simply reacting to the patterns I had seen before? His words were logical, yet my instincts told me something was off. It wasn't that I thought he was cheating. Not yet, anyway. It was the need for that attention, the compulsion to seek validation from someone who wasn't me. We argued, and for the first time in months, the cracks in our fragile foundation began to show. He accused me of being controlling, of not trusting him, despite his efforts to change. I fired back, reminding him of the nights I cried myself to sleep, of the betrayal I had endured. The next few days were tense. He stopped messaging her, but the damage was already done. It wasn't just about her, or even about the messages. It was about the trust that had been shattered before and how fragile it remained. And now, as I sit here in the same living room, the silence between us is deafening. His phone sits on the table, untouched, but I know it's only a matter of time before he picks it up again. I don't know if I'll ever feel secure in this relationship, if I'll ever stop questioning every glance, every smile, every tap of his keyboard. Maybe it's not her, maybe it's not even him. Maybe it's me, holding on to the past like a lifeline, unable to let go. Or maybe it's both of us, trapped in a cycle of distrust and denial. All I know is that the road ahead is uncertain, and I'm not sure if either of us knows how to navigate it.